All right, here are the earth signs or the land cards, the spades. They're black, which means they're magnetic. They're a pulling type of energy. So if you have a lot of the dark spades or clubs, then you'll be very magnetic of a person, because the energy is really just, you start with the cards and then they form colors, and then the orbs and colors form your actual body. So and this is the earth. This represents the okay, so there's like a let me see here, there's like a this is the jack of spades, this is the queen of spades, and this is the king of spades. So it's like the feet, the arms, how it's one line, like one line here, one curved line here for the feet, and then one line here. And this one line here in the middle is the tongues up here and the sexual organs here. So the tongue and the head is here, and the sexual organs here, whatever it is, you know. And so this one line here is the jack of spades, is this card here, because this is a physical earth, and this is the physical part of that. So if this wasn't spades, if it was like hearts or diamonds, I couldn't point to a body part. I'd have to point to a function or something that was hidden or invisible. And hidden and invisible is not the same thing. Blood is hidden, and attitude is invisible. So these are what would be considered, what I like to call the land cards, because versus the diamond cards, which represent the matrix. So these are reality cards, but they're all in a family. And it's important to know that you start here and you end up here. So there's no, oh, I did this and I just love this, the end. No. If you have a lot of jacks in your chart, that just means you're doing a lot of stuff. And then someone who has a lot of the queens in their chart means that you're going to attract people who need you, or who need this, who don't have this type of energy. But we're all working together and giving things to the king people, and they're keeping the things. Now, yes, these king cards, even though I made that sound romantic, they don't travel a lot because they're heavily weighed down. Sometimes you may walk into a store and walk right out, and right when you walk in, everybody's happy, and right when you walk out, everybody's sad. But they all have to stay, and you don't. You went and left, and you were the best thing, and they were all stale and old and crusty here. So, but it's important to know that this becomes this. Like, he's old, you feel me? He's old. He wasn't born like that. He started like this. You know, he was young. This is what this family tree shows, the youth becoming old. You know, you're not going to turn into a woman, but this shows the youth, and the keep card is represented by something old, and that you keep, like a house. So this would be like, I used this example before, like the Domino's pizza drivers. You know, they pop in and out. And this would represent the people who work at Domino's, and this would represent the owners. So it's three types of earth signs and three functions of how people use the same earth in different positions. So, but these are all in the same family, okay? So it's gonna go like this, doo-doo to the King of Hearts, and then here, doo-doo. These can never be broken. So the life this energy lives, it doesn't really care if it forgets about these or not, because it's always gonna pull back to its family, the suit. Now, you have the suit, that's an indicator. You have the function of the 1, 2, 3. So is it 1, 2, or 3? What suit is it? Is it 1, 2, or 3? And that's really it. Everything else is based on your interpretation and your understanding. And these cards are really good to examine because they have so much color and so many symbols and shapes in them. Well, not really symbols, but shapes, color and shapes. And they reveal a lot more, like they reveal the sex and the direction that they're looking, the one eye or two eyes. So these cards here are the earth signs, and they represent reality versus a map, which marks reality, and that's called the matrix. And that it was called the mind before that. It was called the mind before that. Before that, it was called thinking, or the hidden Wi-Fi signals, the hidden the map. Okay.